Welcome back to Destination Percussion. Today we're going to be showing you a simple way of removing scratches from your marimba frame and your resonators. This is a very common issue for most of our keyboards in the percussion family, especially the bigger ones like marimbas and vibraphones. Our M450 here is no exception. This is the third episode of our Musser M450 Mini Series. If you haven't watched the previous episodes in the series, the links are down in the description so you can go watch those. Let's go ahead and get started. We'll be starting with our marimba frame here. If you remember from episode 1, we used some lemon oil to expose all the scratches in the wood on the frame. I let the keyboard sit for about a day or two after using this stuff. Now your mileage may vary depending on what kind of keyboard you have whenever we're using this next product. This is called Restor-A-Finish. It comes in a variety of different colors and is primarily used on furniture. According to the packaging, it says that it'll fix blemishes, scratches, and do all this without stripping the original finish off, which is great because I want to keep this keyboard as original as possible. This is my first time using this product. I tried this on the low end of the keyboard. This section was covered up by the height adjustment plate, so if something was going to go wrong, you would never be able to see it. You apply this with some ultra fine steel wool, and I applied this in a well-ventilated area. I rubbed this into the wood, then wipe everything down with a clean microfiber towel and buff the frame. And to my surprise, this looked great. Once I figured out how well this worked, I applied it to every other scratch-covered part of our frame. Here are some before and after shots for you. I'm sure you can use this on your instrument that has stained wood frame parts as well. Just remember not to use this on your bars. This will definitely alter the sound of your instrument. As for our resonators, these on our instrument are powder coated. The powder coating started to flake off on the insides, and there are a ton of scratches on these. I was not going to get these redone because of how expensive and labor intensive that would be. That and it would take the originality out. So instead I was doing research on how to touch up powder coating paints, using sprays or using chemicals or whatever I could find. What I did find was nail polish. I found the darkest brown I could find and the color black. What I did was mix the brown color with the black. It matched really well once I applied it to the instrument. So well to the point where I couldn't really even tell where the touch-ups were once they dried. I'm sure you could do a similar thing with a variety of different brands of instruments like the Yamahas, like the Majestics, Adams, and so on and so forth. I even did the sides of the height adjustment. These had a bunch of spots where they were missing powder coating marks, and this just turned black over time. And you can't even tell that I had put this nail polish on there to hide the blemishes. It looks super good. I'm not too worried about the resonators being open and having these big splotches because the bars sit over these tubes and you're never going to be able to see these unless you pull the keys off. From far away, you really can't even tell that anything's been done to the instrument. I remember this one moment when I was working on the instrument. It's nighttime and I heard leaves rustling around outside. I thought it was my dad. It actually was a raccoon, and my dad and I found him up in the tree, just staring at us.
There he is, right there.
Huh. You know who he looks like? Peanuts.
Kinda.
I hope you found this useful. If you have any questions, stories, experiences in this subject field, I'd love to read them in the comment section down below. Next episode, we'll be talking about how to restring a concert marimba for cheap. Thank you for watching, take care, and I'll see you in the next episode. Peace out.